What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back into the video on the channel. And today, as you can see, my man Guy Fieri has walked into town. He has a line of frozen dinners. Now, if you watch my YouTube shorts, reels, etc. on the other apps, I did Gordon Ramsay's, all of his meals, and they were pretty much all overpriced garbage without me saying anything. Guy Fieri, you're not safe from this. These all cost $6 as well. If you don't know, one of the main reasons I became a food blogger or became interested in food like I do now at this level is because of Guy Fieri. When I was in college, I started watching the show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and he was a big inspiration, just me kind of wanting to try different restaurants, which I used to, admittedly, eat at restaurant, like, along with him, as weird as that sounds. Some of you guys do that with me, though, so I do appreciate that kind of paying it forward vibe. But, full disclosure, yesterday I recorded a full episode when I left the movie theater, and the audio got so messed up because the Giants game was on in the background of the video. On the computer, it was muted, but it still picked up from my, I got a really good mic, but I didn't hit the mute button on that, so the entire thing got distorted. Here's what it sounds like. Food places, I decided to go to a diner. This diner is usually one of my... I've been posting daily content pretty much every single day. I didn't want the streak to get broken over that, so I had these frozen dinners, which I was going to do in shorts, but we did it in a long format because, well, there's 3 of them, and there's another one which was suggested to me 47 times, and I finally found it, and it actually looks better than all of these. Complete honesty. So drop a thumbs up. We're going to try all these today with our Flavor Town guy. Listen, I know you're not going to watch this, but I'm just being real. If it sucks, I'm going to say that it sucks. First thing, $6 is crazy for what they're giving you on here. But let's get into these. Let's move these out of the way. I'm going to try to do these all in one take because, well, I don't have much time to edit, being honest. So, at all. We're going to start off on the right. Let's take all these films off. Let's place this onto one of these bags so that I don't completely ruin my floor with whatever stuff that this is. There you go. Okay, so this one, here, we'll give you the box too. So we have the chicken enchilada bowl, and it's seasoned pulled chicken layered with enchilada sauce, cheese, and tortilla strips. I mean, they're all present and accounted for. Instructions on these are pretty much all microwave, 5.5 minutes, and then you let sit for a couple of minutes. That's what we did on this. And, yeah, that's, I guess I did kind of, I made this one first. So it might be the coldest out of all of them. So that's not really on them, but if I put this back in the microwave, it's going to be mushier than it already looks like it is. So, all right, here we go. Cheesy enchilada. I mean, look, that's actual chicken on there. Let's do it. I want to hate this. I don't. I don't hate it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's great quality food, but I'm judging this on frozen food and frozen food alone. I'm not going to judge this against a real chicken enchilada. That would just be wrong. It does cost $6. This is better than anything I had from Gordon Ramsay stuff. I swear. It's not great, but I was biting into this expecting it to be absolute trash, and it's not. Obviously, I said this is the first one that I made, so it's been sitting for probably about like 8 minutes, not 10 minutes, but there's a lot of flavor in this. The texture's off, but again, that could be the fact that it's been sitting, number one. Number two, the nacho cheese, or nacho chips, I should say, are soggy at this point. But the taste is present for it. Kind of tastes like canned enchilada, you know, the Hormel. It's not bad, but it has a little more flavor than that. And it even has like a... This is going to sound like... Okay. Minus the lime, if I put lime on this, it tastes like Applebee's, the Fiesta lime chicken. Applebee's serves frozen food. Like, that's what this tastes like. It's not a lot of food you get for $6, but it's really not that bad. It pains me to say this, but this is probably the best frozen meal that I've had from any of the Gordon Ramsay, and now this. On a frozen food scale, I would give this an 8 out of 10. That is insane. I would actually eat this. If they charge you like $3 for this, I would buy it again. I'm not paying $6 for that, though. But it's really not bad. That's scary. I expected to hate these, I swear. Alright, whatever. Guy Fieri. Him and Gordon Ramsay should have like a fight. So, cheesy lasagna and pepperoni. I'm going to switch spoons. Fresh spoon. I did bring extra spoons. Fresh spoon. This one, mini lasagna noodles in a traditional marinara sauce dressed up with a pepperoni twist and topped with mozzarella. Mutzi. Mutz. I can't say mozzarella. It doesn't sound right. Okay. I don't know. Imagine these are all good. Okay. Here we go. That's almost good. It's not good. It's almost good though. I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm breaking down frozen meals like that. Listen, they cost $6. You can break these down. There's got a ton of the texture of ricotta cheese, like it's there. There is pepperoni, which I just bit into and I'm accounted for, and the noodles were surprisingly not that soggy. Again, it's a frozen dinner, so understand that I'm not comparing this to high-end pasta and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know if it's the Parmesan that they tried to add to this flavor, but it comes across as like artificial, and I don't mean the good artificial, like the topping, like not good artificial Parmesan, and it makes the dish just really salty. I'm calling it a dish. It's a freaking frozen dinner. Listen, somebody had to do these. I know people are interested because it's Guy Fieri, so anyway, almost good, but not great. I would give this one a 5 out of 10, even on a frozen food scale. Just because the salt just makes me not want to eat it at all. If it wasn't as salty, it'd probably be a little bit higher. Frozen dinners. This one's Sloppy Joe mac and cheese. I remember this one. Oh, by the way, I found these in Walmart. I should put that in the beginning of the video. So there you go. Sloppy Joe mac and cheese, a true fusion of American classics. Mac and cheese and Sloppy Joe. Wow, thanks, guy. That's a great description. Creamy mac and cheese topped with a nostalgic, meaty Sloppy Joe sauce. That's nostalgic. Yeah, nostalgic like child's SpaghettiOs without the hot dogs in it, which is just even more mid. Okay. Nostalgic. They need to spend... Companies need to spend money on actually making the food taste good instead of trying to make it sound like it tastes good. Anyway, looks surprisingly cheesy again. It does look... It looks like a higher quality frozen meal. Like, not just frozen. Like, if y'all ever had them dollar frozen meals, it don't look like this. I have. I ain't grew up with a lot of money. Anyway. This one's salty, but it's not overpoweringly salty like that one. I don't see any beef, but when I bit the damn thing, I got beef. And there's a ton of cheese in it. And it actually melted, unlike when I did Gordon Ramsay's mac and cheese, and I thought something was wrong with me. But then I watched my boy Stefan, and he did the review, and his cheese was not melted like mine either. Listen, that's not a skill issue. I knew, so I was like, bro, it wouldn't melt. But this melted. Like, it looks like mac and cheese. It tastes like crappier Hamburger Helper. I love Hamburger Helper. Full disclosure. It tastes like crappier Hamburger Helper. Would I get this again? No. It's not dog crap, but it's close to it. I would give it a 5.5 out of 10. The beef was like kind of chewy. Again, $6. If these were like $2, $3, I might buy them. That's how I feel about all of them. The enchilada one actually tasted good, but I gave them more benefit of the doubt because I left it out too long. So I didn't want to penalize anybody for that. We're going to try one more of these, and this actually comes from the brand called Devour. And the reason I got this, there was a dude in my stream, like on Twitch, that was telling me to get this for like 3 months and I could never find it. And they finally had it. But this is buffalo chicken mac and cheese. And according to this dude, he said it's the best frozen mac and cheese you'll ever eat. Because I'm not a frozen dinner guy. I don't really order these, but I used to eat them. This costs $3.50 as opposed to the $6, so it's right up my alley, which means the affordability, if this is good, is at least there. But it's there it is. So it's got some crispy breaded chicken and pasta shells. It ain't crispy. Like, it's a frozen dinner. Shut up. And then it's got a buffalo cheese sauce, which I did notice when I was putting this together. Now, I'm going to do this, and I'm not editing this. Y'all don't do that? Whatever. Some of y'all act like y'all have no... I don't sit here and cap on the internet, bro. This is what it is. Like, I do stuff like that. Y'all don't clean the fork off like that? I don't know what to tell you. People try to act like they ain't something they ain't. Okay, so this is the $3.50 mac and cheese. Let's give this a shot. That's way better than any of those. It is. That's way, way better. They nailed the cheese. Like, it's cheesy with a hint of buffalo. It's not gummy like a frozen dinner would. The crispy chicken on here sucks. You could have just left it off, I'm gonna be honest with you. But the mac and cheese is pretty good. I would buy that again. I would buy that again. This sucks. Yeah. I don't even taste like dino nuggets. Dino nuggets are fire. That's not. But the rest of this is, to me, like, the best you can get for a frozen dinner. Or some of the best. It's when I get a frozen dinner, I'm not expecting anything too crazy if I'm going to put it in the microwave. Which these are all, like, I remember being in the 90s, you had to put all frozen dinners in the oven. These are all, like, recommended microwave. As far as a microwave dinner goes, this, at least, I feel like I didn't get ripped off, and I would buy it again. That's easily the best one. Very creamy, very cheesy, and there's a good amount of buffalo flavor throughout. They can just left that chicken out of there. But chicken's gonna get you deducted. But better than anything I've had so far. In a frozen food scale, I give this an 8.7 out of 10. I'm still yet to have like an elite frozen dinner. I mean, they're frozen. But I've had some that are pretty good. But these things, if I'm being honest, have just been, they're all marketing and hype. And I'll give these credit. There's at least something. The Gordon Ramsay ones were so disappointing compared to this. Whereas these, I at least see where they're going with it. The biggest thing for me, again, $6 for a frozen dinner of that size is kind of wild. I understand that they had to pay him in order to put his face on here. I get how marketing works and stuff. You know, it's not like they came up with this. More than likely what happened was they went up to Guy, you know, the agent. I don't know if those two have the same agent or whatever. And they said, hey, we're doing a line of frozen dinners. You know, we'll let you sign off on it before it's over and blah, blah, blah. We'll pay you this. That's more than likely what happened. Like, Guy was sitting there like, oh, I'm going to come up with. That's not how it happened. You can just tell by the way that these are marketed, because there's a few other ones from people that I'm not really familiar with that have them. They're too high in price. But I've been complaining about food being too high in price for Lord knows how long. If I had to recommend any of these, it'd be the Devour one. $3.50 for this? I get it, but I doubt most of us eat frozen dinner. This is more of like an interesting thing. If you do, I'm not judging you. I used to eat it all the time. So that's that. I gotta edit this. I have like 30 minutes to edit this. I'm not even joking. So we'll be back tomorrow, man. More content. I love you. Out of hand signs. They made it to YouTube.